How many of you are familiar with this story? This was called the Cookie Monster back in 2008. Two girls that steal from the Girl Scouts. And it's actually kind of deep. Like, it gets wild. I won't spoil the ending or anything, but it gets kind of silly. And I'd never heard of this before, but I guess it was a big deal back in '08.
Basically, me and my friend Stephanie, we needed some money. We saw a girl selling Girl Scout cookies. We saw an envelope with money in it, and I grabbed it, and she drove away.
That's free money, baby.
Why did you do it?
Because we needed money. We just wanted money.
What did you...
I think the Girl Scouts should be traveling with like a safe, like a lockbox maybe, and armed security guards. Because this is not the first time I've heard of them being robbed. It seems like that's kind of common. Like they set up their Girl Scout cookie stands outside of Walmart or Publix or something, and then someone just comes by and just fucking mine.
What about the people who would say, all right, you know, it's one thing to steal money, it's another thing to do it from a 9-year-old girl selling Girl Scout cookies?
I mean, money's money. I mean, I feel bad it was a 9-year-old girl, but there was $150 in that envelope, and I wanted that money, and it was mine.
How brutally honest. Like an actual comic book villain. Out here teaching life lessons. $150 easy payday. The only problem was we got caught. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling grocery store security cameras.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for offending the Girl Scout organization, but other than that, that's it.
I like the word offending there. As if that was the problem, like she insulted them and they took it personally or something. Instead of, I apologize for stealing from the Girl Scout organization, it's, I'm sorry for hurting their feelings. So, pretty smart criminal overall. But she's not the star of the show. This was mainly the sidekick, the Robin to the real Batman, Stefanie Woods.
I mean, some people might say...
You'll see her in just a minute.
I heard one person that
Well,
doesn't...
it's not her money. A
I mean, it
9-year-old
is.
girl was selling it, but it's not like she was gonna make that money. So, it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothers me is my
Those
charges
neurons are
now.
not firing.
What was the other crime that you had been charged with?
Domestic battery.
Oh, huge.
Pretty much, we just
There
saw
she
the
is.
Girl Scouts with their
The
little
protagonist.
table, and
But it's a crime.
I know it's a crime, but it was an easy crime. it was easy.
True.
It was sitting right there. I mean, there's
Literally taking candy from a baby. Like, you just stealing from a 9-year-old? Like, what are they gonna do? Put up a fight? No, sir. Who's a 9-year-old gonna beat? Not an adult. No shot. Like that. Yeah, that's easy crime. She's not wrong. She's making a great point. What a fucking maniac.
a lesson learned now, but
What's the lesson you say that you could learn out of this?
probably not to get caught, or maybe not to steal.
I mean, do you have any remorse about stealing from a 9-year-old girl?
Right now, no, because I'm kind of pissed because I have charges and we had to give the money back anyway. So now I'm
Yeah.
pretty pissed.
Net loss,
But
unfortunately.
I mean, some people might say it's...
I'm really, I don't feel sadness for that little girl. I mean, she's getting a lot of money right now from people who feel bad for her. So
Is she in the
whatever.
same parking lot? I just
What were
noticed
you
she
gonna use?
pointed over there. Are they still selling cookies? Like, once this camera comes off, Stefanie Woods might just make her way over there, just meander over and steal a couple extra envelopes of cash from the Girl Scouts. Return to the scene of the crime, lightning striking twice in the same place. After this, a few years later, she got arrested again. Still can't get rid of the Cookie Monster name, by the way. It's what she's forever known for. And sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. Not from stealing from Girl Scouts this time. That was just her gateway drug to a harder drug, heroin. So, yep. A pretty expected conclusion, if I'm being honest. You know, this is something I think a lot of people saw coming. But she must have hired Saul Goodman because initially she was facing 9.5 years. But she took a plea deal, so it worked out for her. 6 years, rent-free, long con. True, she won't need to worry about gas money in jail. She's out of jail now, though. This was 2014, and she served 6.5 years, assuming she did the whole sentence. Like, she's out. So if your daughter's in the Girl Scouts, tell her to sleep with one eye open, because Stefanie Woods could be right around the corner. She's like the boogeyman. Being smart has its drawbacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, listening to her speak. Like, damn, she's quite intelligent. One of those true criminal genius masterminds. A victim of her own hubris, unfortunately. What happened to the other girl? I don't know who the other girl was. Stefanie Woods was really the star. I don't know shit about the other girl. I couldn't find any info on her. Maybe someone in chat knows, for someone that's a little more familiar with the story than I am. In 2009, she was also arrested for robbery and kidnapping. She pleaded guilty. Man, I tell you, you steal money from the Girl Scouts one time, and then all of a sudden you're shooting up heroin in the bathtub and kidnapping kids and robbing other places. She stole like $400 from a gas station as well. Girl Scouts set her up. Oh yeah, maybe this was entrapment. Like the Girl Scouts deliberately left an envelope with like $150 like sneaking out of it on the side of the table, and they all turned around in order to catch some would-be thieves. You might be onto something. That's how they got my uncle. Fun fact, they also dined and dashed to Denny's 3 weeks earlier. The vid on it is called Girl Scout Cookie Money Theft. Okay, I've got to see that.
All I could say is that I'm really sorry.
Stefanie Woods seems contrite, claiming she's been turned into a cookie money monster. The 18-year-old convicted just days ago for
They actually brought
money from a Girl Scout.
They brought the Girl Scout in to testify? Yeah, that's the bitch that stole our money. That fucking heartless fiend. Yeah, that's her. I recognize her. Put her in the slammer.
Even though I think it'd be really unfair if I got 60 days in jail.
A 17-year-old
What do you mean?
who is yet to be charged was with her in both the Denny's and Girl Scout thefts and was.
Oh, now we get to learn about the
take
sidekick?
stand, but Woods' attorney was nervous. She was going to turn against his client, so she took the plea.
The family
Days, despite this flip of the finger and then shove of our camera last week in court.
Hey, Stefanie, come
I
on.
don't have
Hey,
much of an
come
attitude
on.
anymore, really, except for the other day. But that was just anger. So what can I say?
Her attorney
Thus,
said Woods'
an
plea of
attitude.
No contest was the best avenue, given the conflicting statements from her younger co-defendant.
Oh, there's still more.
It's the Girl Scout cookie thief like you've never seen her before, crying.
Damn,
in
she's a
court
celebrity.
After the judge throws the book at her.
An out-of-control drug user and sent her away to get her life back on track. She will have up to 3 years to do just that.
Holy shit.
The road for 18-year-old Stefanie
Wait, what the
Woods. She
fuck?
arrived-
Wait, so she was sentenced even before the 6.5 years? Wait, did I just miss that in the article? So she just bounces from prison to prison. So she had a 3.5 year sentence before the 6.5? There's still more?
From juvenile detention to the county jail, more punishment for Stefanie Woods, the so-called Girl Scout
Jesus.
cookie cash thief.
Another sentencing for Stefanie Woods. This
I'm adding
time
an
in
extra
Stafford.
year 'cause I just
A
hate the
juvenile
letters
judge
from
had
your
already
fans.
ordered Woods into custody and into drug treatment, but Judge Cohen says it should stay, and he gives Stefanie 3 days in jail as a deterrent.
The judge, I think, did the right thing. I really do.
Damn, what a story. Yeah, that shit is deep. All starting from stealing cookies from the Girl Scouts, stealing money from the Girl Scouts. Wild. Crazy how it all ended up. Well, I guess not really crazy. Kind of expected. I really do wonder what her friend's doing. I wonder if she also had this kind of trajectory. She was given 2 years of probation for the drugs, after which she committed 10 probation offenses, including violating curfew, hanging with criminals, lying to her probation officer, giving an officer a fake ID, not doing community service, and stealing $400 from a gas station. Allegedly. That also could be a false flag operation from the Girl Scouts. We don't know for sure yet.